Hi guys, Chox here, and welcome back to the Cupcakes playlist. Today I am going to show you how to tack down your cupcakes using icing on the cake board so we can make a pull-apart cake. Alright, let's go. You're going to need a piping bag or a Ziploc bag. You're going to need some icing. You're going to need a cake board, and you're also going to need some cupcakes. So this is just a video to show you how to tack down the cupcakes and make them secure in their place. Okay, so first off, we need to decide what kind of design we're going to do. And because we're dealing with the alphabet, I think I'm going to go with the letter C for Chox. That's thinking, right? Pretty original. So what I need is a piping bag and a round coupler, like a round one, a big round one, a little round one. Or we can just cut the top. Can you see that? Or we can just cut the top off of this bag and leave it open. And that's just like an open bag, an open coupler. I do it all the time, sacrifice the bag. You may be able to get a coupler in there afterwards, but that's pretty messy. So I just use this. It's quick, it's easy, it's convenient. And I mean, like when I buy the box, I get 100 in there. So your choice. But we just need a little hole in the top of this so that we can stick icing on the bottom. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so here's the shape of my letter C that I'm going to do. And we want to lay the cupcakes down first before we tack them. So I'm going to start with the 3 here and then move up to the other 3 and then go up the sides. So I'm just going to place the cupcakes down first and see how they look on my cake board, and then we'll get down to tacking them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 along the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now something also you want to keep in mind is you want to use your bigger cupcakes on the outside of things. Okay, so now let's do the inside row. I'm just going to grab my white cupcakes for that. So we're looking for 10 to go around the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you see how these are all moving around? That is why we want to check it before we tack them down so that we do have a little bit more play to deal with. And if you find that your cupcake liners have come apart a little bit, just shove that into another cupcake so it's not sitting on the outside. So there we go. We've got a pretty nice looking C going on. Alright, let's get down to tacking this. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little end off of this piping bag. Make sure you don't lose your little end piece. So what this is going to do is just give you a little hole. So it's like you've got a round tip in there, but you just have a little opening that you can squeeze icing out of. So we're just going to load our bag with icing. I make a C with my hands, and then I just pull the top of it over so that it's like having it in a cup. And take whatever icing you like. Fill up your piping bag. Now here's a hint. I might use this in the next video as well, so don't get rid of it after you've done it. So fold the ends back up, get a good seal on it, push your icing to the end. There we go. I like to give a little twist on my piping bags. So now all you are going to do is pick up each little cupcake, squeeze a dab of icing on it, and set it back down. You want to make sure you set it down firmly so that it does adhere. So this does, it just gives a little bit of a suction, and it helps to anchor this down for when you're going into flat ice it after. And that will be in the next video in this series for us. So if you are here from a letter in the alphabet playlist, let me know what letter you were on when you came to this video. Or if you're just starting at the beginning and going all the way through, let me know. I'm curious to see how this project's working out. So there we go. This is actually really quick and easy. And the fun thing about placing it first is you get to kind of like squish it around a little bit. And once we get all these down, we will be placing, like kind of squishing it a little bit to make it closer together, to leave some less gaps in these little nooks and crannies and little elbow areas, because the icing will gather up there and you will use more icing for this project than you normally would on a, say like a quarter slab cake. Cupcakes usually take more icing, so please remember to account for that when you're making up your batch, because it really sucks when you have not enough icing. It really sucks when you have like way too much icing. But having a little bit extra icing isn't a bad thing. Okay, so that fast. Look how quick and easy that was. Nope. To finish up. Now I still have quite a big icing bag left in here. So now we're just gonna like press the cupcakes in together, make sure the gaps are kind of closed up as much as they can be. Make sure all the cupcakes are pressed down. And if you do find that you have a little spill of an icing, you can just lift that with your palette knife or a butter knife or whatever kind of knife you're planning on using. Give them a firm press down. Now watch this. I don't recommend doing this with your stuff, but anchoring the icing or anchoring the cupcakes down. This is standing straight up and down right now. It's starting to loosen up, but that's my point. You can move this cake now. You can take it to and from your destination without having the cupcakes fall all over. So tacking the cupcakes down is essential. If you find one that's a little wiggly, add a bit more icing. So tacking the cupcakes down is very essential for getting a great cupcake cake, especially if you want to move it. That's it for this tacking down video. Please be sure to click the cards for the how to ice this cupcake cake video. And also, if you click the end screens here that are coming up around this in the various areas around here, if you click any of those boxes, it will take you to the cupcake playlist where you'll find every letter of the alphabet and all sorts of cool numbers. So I've shown you how to place them. This is the tacking video. Thanks so much for hanging out here with me today, and click the iCard to learn how to flat ice this thing. Alright you guys, I'll see you next time in the playlist. Bye!